Hey guys, it's Chris the BSC. Hope everybody's doing great out there. Happy Easter to everybody if you celebrate that. It's something that we just got through celebrating with my family today, doing some Easter egg hunts and whatnot. So, of course, celebrating the day. But anyway, I hope everybody's doing well. And again, I just wanted to do kind of a weekend hangout chat. If you guys have anything on your mind that you would like to talk about, of course, we can talk about them here. In terms of collecting, kind of what's going on. And again, just kind of a hangout today. So I did, of course, want to say hello to everybody that's here real quick before we get started. It's kind of people start filtering in a little bit. And again, I'll probably go about an hour here on the channel. I don't know if I'll be joined by anybody or not. So we might have some people pop in or maybe not. I don't know. But anyway, I hope everybody's doing great out there. Happy Easter. We've got Lane Kramer in the house. Hey, Lane. We got Jay in the house. Happy Easter to you, a Brotherhood member. Thank you very much. Matthew is here. Hello to you, Matthew. And Dennis. Hello, Dennis. Brotherhood member Captain Trenchcoat in the house, saying hello to the Bat Crew. Blaine Day, another member. Thank you, Blaine, for being here. Dylan is here as well. Hello, Dylan. Brotherhood member Bats in the Belfry. Happy Easter, Chris and chat. Thanks for being here. Saying hello to the Brotherhood. Why am I afraid I might get enabled to do something not smart for Easter Day? Are you saying, or did you get some Easter money or something, Lane? Sebastian, happy Easter to you, Sebastian. Leo, another Brotherhood member. Happy Easter, Chris, Rogues, and all of those in the chat and community. Thanks for being here, Leo. Brotherhood member Stephen Warren in the house. What's up, Chris? Happy Easter. Hope it's going great. Doing great today. We got Cameron here is in the house. Hey, Cameron. Lane says, so Chris, what do you expect as your next few personal collection arrivals to come? I know my next will be probably the JND Catwoman. That probably won't be till summer. Well, congratulations on that piece. That is one of the best pieces, I think, from JND, in my opinion. Really great piece. I'm trying to think of what's supposedly next. I might have some surprises coming into the Batcave that I can't quite tell you guys about, but I don't know. I mean, I think that like that Margot Robbie life-size bust might be coming soon. I haven't seen her out overseas yet, but supposedly, I don't know. We'll see. Hello to you. KVC 1986. How's it going? First time catching you live. Well, thank you very much. I wanted to kind of go at a different time today. Again, just to kind of catch some of the people that maybe don't always have the opportunity to see the show live. Hey, Chester, welcome to the show. Matthew Martin, what's up? How are you? Odin01, hi, hey there. Happy Easter. We got Johnny in the house. Happy Easter to you. Chris, what is one statue in your collection that you will never let go? Man, that is tough. I really don't know. Like looking around. I don't know, like one that I don't ever want to let go of is the Bane from Prime 1. It's just an incredible piece, and I also don't want to ship it. But I love that piece. Badman, another Brotherhood member. Thank you for being here. Man, so many members here. You guys are awesome. Thanks for supporting us like you guys do. I can't do this without you, so thank you. Happy Easter, Chris, to you and for the fam. Thank you very much. Like I said, I left my parents' house, and we did some Easter egg hunts there and went to lunch, so it was great. Emerson, anything you want to see from the showcase? Hoping for more game pieces from Prime 1. It looked like there was going to be a lot of game-inspired pieces. And what he's talking about is they are doing next Saturday, they are doing a live showcase number 4. And the cool thing about that is I'll actually be in Kansas City at the Planet Comic-Con there. And so my friend Damon and I are actually going to do the live stream, the live reaction with the rest of the Rogues on Saturday evening. So that'll start about 7:50 p.m. Central Standard Time. So please join us. And we'll be talking about a lot of the reveals and things or what we'd like to see on Rogues this week. We do have Rogues Gallery on Wednesday night. So, of course, they did tease that penguin. And so I am very excited about that. Of course, they teased it at showcase number 1, and we haven't seen anything. So it was very reminiscent of the Danny DeVito penguin. I don't know if they would go there. That's not the penguin I necessarily want. I want the comic book Fabok that they teased. but we'll see. Time will tell. Hey, Mike, thanks for being here. Really appreciate it. We've got Mike and Wallace and other members here. Thank you very much. About Action Boss. Hey, Chris, good to see you. That samurai pair of Catwoman and Harley look great back there together. Oh, yeah, thank you very much. Right back here. Yeah, they're just, they're certainly unique in the line because of the bikes, but they do pair up very, very well together. Jedi Chisel is in the house. Happy Easter to you. Captain Trenchcoat got my first XM piece last week. 1/6 Rebirth Hawkman. Love it. Oh, that's great. That's the one where he's got he's kind of looking up, right? It's a great piece. Congratulations. Thank you, Chester. Yeah, it's just such an incredible line. Yes, Matthew, I did own the Keaton Batman. And I actually had the Keaton Batman and the Michelle Pfeiffer Catwoman. But at the time, Prime 1 had teased a 3rd scale Keaton. And so I sold the Sideshow pieces because I was basically just collecting 1/3 at that point. I was very excited, but Prime 1 was unable to get the likeness for Michael Keaton. It's a very difficult likeness to get. So for whatever reason, that fell through. And so I do kind of regret selling that piece, although I know that Darkside Collectible Studio is doing them now in 1/3. So we'll see. Do you think Sideshow will reveal any new Rogues premium formats this year? I do. I think we're definitely going to see at least one Rogue this year. I don't know when it would be, but I have a pretty strong feeling we're going to get one. Ashlyn is here. Happy Easter. Love your videos. They're the highlight of my day. Wow, that's awesome. Thank you so much. That makes me feel great whenever people say that. So I appreciate that you enjoy the content. And again, thanks for supporting us. Thank you. When do you think Prime 1 will have George? Oh, are you talking about the George Jimenez Joker? Chester, I'm really quite shocked that they didn't put it up for pre-order the same time as Punchline. And that's I have not ordered Punchline. I actually have a video that's coming out tomorrow for you guys talking about my pre-orders. And if you're a Brotherhood member, you've already seen it. So it's already up for members. But I talk about the fact that I haven't ordered Punchline because I'm waiting to see if Prime 1 will put up the Joker and offer a discount if you buy them together, because they're a pair. And so I don't know what Prime 1 was doing unless they didn't get approval maybe on the Joker for whatever reason from DC. Being a Warner Brothers ambassador, you have to go through a lot of hoops. You have to get approval on everything. So if there's a littlest thing that needs to be tweaked, that might have been why they haven't released it. Of course, Prime 1 does not let us know that stuff like some other companies do. So that's why I've kind of waited, but we will see. But I'm going to buy that Joker. Happy Easter to you, Chris. Congratulations on your Samurai line. I love that Poison Ivy. I do too. She's just gorgeous. You might have seen in the group, if you're a member of the Facebook group, Dan Default is going to do a manner perspective on her. Because he also got her in, and he said, do you want me to give you my thoughts? I'm like, heck yeah, anytime. So I'm really excited to see what he has to think about that piece. Borg Cube 1 of 2, thank you very much for being here. Another member, happy Easter to you. Thank you very much for being here. Really appreciate it. Sean is here. Hello. Yeah, that Poison Ivy is the one I want. Yeah, I mean, Jedi mind trick. There you go. She is incredibly difficult to find. And I would have a very, very difficult time letting her go unless I end up selling the entire Samurai line. But I'm not planning on doing that anytime soon. Happy Easter from Luxembourg. That's awesome. Thank you very much, Unger, for being here. Appreciate it, Eric. Are you getting the 1/6 scale DC Direct Riddler statue or of the 22 and 22? Oh, no, I'm not planning on getting any 6 scale. Although I say that, I have for sure contemplated getting the 6 scale Joker diorama from Sume Art. I have recently just gone completely away from 1/6. It was a great conversation I had with Dan Default when he was here. It's like, I just need to concentrate on quarter and up. Quarter, but life-size bus and 3rd scale. But that Joker piece, it does speak to me. So that would be the 1/6 scale I would get. Are you excited for the Prime 1 showcase in the end of? Yes, absolutely. And again, we are doing a live reaction show that night. So that would be Saturday night, I guess it's, a week this coming Saturday. It's actually Sunday morning where they are in Prime 1. But Saturday night at about 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, we're doing a live reaction. So I have heard rumors that it could be like a 2-hour show. So we'll see. Darth Rashid. Hey, Chris, since you guys hit on the topic of scammers, more scamming has been happening. I just did the scam video yesterday, and I've heard of a ton of scammers today being called out. But what I wanted to do is help raise awareness so people were aware. And the fact that people are posting a lot about scammers today, that proves my point that we as a community can stick together to bring these scammers to the forefront. Will it stop it? No. But will it maybe prevent somebody from falling for it? Yes. Anton Wu, who's a known seller in the community, fantastic guy. Somebody posed as him today. And again, it's just getting ridiculous. But again, the more that we can shed light on it, the more we can try to combat it, because there are way more decent people in this community, way more awesome people in this community that are true and truthful and honest than the scammers. So if we bring them to light, then maybe we have a chance, but we just have to keep doing it. Matthew, your review on the Black Hush recently sold to order. Congratulations. I am still debating whether to get the black one. And the reason why I'm hesitant, I love the black one, but I'm getting the Fablock Batman. And so it's the black version. And so I feel like it would just be a lot for a very similar type of look. Of course, one's Jim Lee, one's Fablock, but that's kind of why I've been holding off. $5 super chat. Thank you very much. That is so kind of you to do that. Thank you very much. Of course, those do go right back in the channel. So thank you guys. Jay says, has Queen Studios hinted at 1/3 Joker comic version? What Joker would you like to see from Queen Studios? I don't think they have. The only comic book version that I think that I have seen specifically is that life-size bust. And we had John on last weekend. He talked about that the actual owner, that was his personal project where he was sculpting it out of clay. Whether we see that in the light of day, I don't know. Having seen it, it is not necessarily a traditional Joker sculpt that you might be aware of or be, keen to. But I did think it looked good. I'd like to see them maybe tweak it. I'd like to see it painted. But if it came down to a Joker from Queen Studios, they did it. The bust that they teased. I'm really excited to see what they do with that. They've also teased a half-scale Ledger Joker, which I don't like half-scale, but I would definitely be tempted by that. So those are probably the two. If it came down to they just don't do a ton of comic book stuff. They do mostly movies, but I would love to see. I don't know. I mean, we're already getting Fablock. We're already getting Jim Lee from Prime 1. I don't know. Maybe a classic Joker, maybe a Neil Adams Joker. I would love to see them do some Alex Ross stuff. I think that would be cool in 3rd scale. Alex Ross Batman, Alex Ross Joker. I don't know. That could be kind of cool. But again, that's just kind of off the cuff. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat. You're awesome. Thank you. Happy Easter to you, Sean. Congratulations, your success on YouTube. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. But it's not my success. It's your success. You guys are the reason why we are almost to 35K. We are less than 1,000 away. I think we're like 900 away, guys, from giving away that Catwoman from Tweeterhead. And that's all thanks to Tweeterhead. Chad, I want to give a major shout out to him for providing that to us to give away to you guys when we get to 35K. So we're almost there, but you guys are what's gotten us there. So thank you. Are you going to get the life-size Joker from? And that's why I was just talking about that piece. I am getting the Infinity Studios Joker, and so there is a chance for sure that I would be wanting to get that. What we saw were just renders, so I would need to see what the actual bust looks like. But there's a really good chance because no one's done the vest bust look yet, and so I think that would pair up really, really nicely with the Queen Studios piece I already have. Blackbird Tech, happy Easter. Yeah, happy Easter to you as well. Thank you for being here. Doing great, Bat Beast. Thank you again for being a member, and thanks for being here. Happy Easter. I hope you're right. Riddler, Two-Face, and Penguin PFs, please. I think if I'm going to go on a limb here, I think if we're going to get premium formats this year, I'm going to predict a Riddler and a Penguin. I think that those are the two most likely. There's just been a lot of Penguin buzz lately, and also Riddler. I mean, both of them were featured in the Batman movie, and so there's obviously that film was a major hit. It does on HBO Max, guys, tomorrow on HBO Max. So I'm going to be watching it for sure. So I think that Sideshow would be smart to capitalize on the success of those two characters, even though these would be comic book versions. At least I would assume. I mean, maybe they'll do movie versions, but I think Sideshow is better to leave some of those movie characters to some of the other companies. Although Sideshow's been doing great, like the Ahsoka is incredible. Some of their other recent pieces, even like the Boba Fett, like some of the likenesses are getting better at Sideshow. So, but I would still like to see comic book version, obviously. Evet, happy Easter to you. Thank you for being here. Katashi, happy Easter from Austria. That's awesome. Thank you. I'm really shocked that Sideshow hasn't revealed a Robert Pattinson Batman and Zoe Kravitz. You know, they actually teased it. They teased the Batman stuff coming soon, but that hype is gone. Like, you have to be able to capitalize. Queen capitalized and Prime One super capitalized. JND said that they were going to do one, but they haven't shown us yet. The other two companies were really smart. They timed it perfectly because people bought it. They were excited. And, you know, the further you get away from the release, the less people are going to be interested, the less people are going to be talking about it. So I am shocked that Sideshow hasn't showed us something. I don't know. They don't always seem to be, like, timing wise, they don't always seem to be the best. I would like to see them improve on that because I really think that they would sell more units, but that's just my opinion. Lane says, I wonder if you might get that 1/10 comic Riddler from Iron Studios. You know, it is a nice piece, and it's kind of what I would want from a Riddler. Although what I really want is just him standing with his cane and his bowler hat, you know, Jim Lee style. And again, hopefully we'll get that. I think we'll like I said, Sideshow, Tweeterhead. I think those are the two companies I'm most optimistic that they will do, for sure. But I don't know. I'm not into 1/10. Arkham Gaming, did you like the Batman movie, and what are your thoughts on the Riddler in that movie, and how would you rank the movie out of 10? So yes, I loved it. I saw it twice at the theater. I would probably rank it. I don't remember what I did that night. I don't know, probably 9.4 out of 10. I thought it was phenomenal. The Riddler is certainly a different take, but it is a modern take. You can only do so much with a dude in green leotards, you know, spandex. Green spandex is not scary. And to take him as a threat in a realistic world, I think they did a great job. They certainly captured him as this could be anybody. And that's what makes it scary. It makes it scary for anything in our world where people do bad things, because it's just in anybody, you know. It's just like what happened in New York this week. You know, it's just in anybody. And that makes it more terrifying. So I think what they did with Matt Reeves is they made it that way. They had it so dark, so gritty, put it in a real world environment, which does make it hard to do characters like Clayface and other characters, obviously. But I don't know. I really think that they did a good job with the Riddler. And I would like to see more. You read Batman and Superman graphic novels. I read Batman all the time. I am not a big Superman fan. I was when I was a kid. But I don't have a lot of time to read. I'm doing this channel especially. But I for sure love Batman. Still read Batman. Yeah, I'm excited about the reveal from Penguin too. I'm just hoping it actually is the Penguin and not some random video game. A lot of things they showed were video game based. Not everything, but we'll see. Dylan says, I want Prime One to get more artists to design statues for them. Joelle Jones and Adam Hughes are my top two. That would be awesome for them to work. They've been working a lot with Fabok, which I'm completely okay with. We're actually Sorry, guys. Wouldn't be a show unless I froze, right? I apologize. I'm not sure what's going on with my connection today. Hopefully it's okay. Anyway, apologize for that. Happy Easter to you. Thank you for being here. Yeah, there's a lot of scammer talk. It's good, Mike. I don't think we'll see that at the next level showcase. Because he's already up for pre-order. So I would love to see that, though. Happy Easter to you, Daniel. Dennis Perez, Chris, I bought the recovery suit Superman. That's great. It's a great piece, Dennis. I think you're really going to like it. Chris, I just watched your video on PM Galactus from like a year ago. I was wondering, has your thoughts changed at all on that piece? Are you talking about the Sideshow Galactus lane? I'm not sure which one you're talking about. If it's the Sideshow one, I don't love the fact that it was underscaled. Ben, happy Easter. I like Queen Studios to make a 1/4 scale Doctor Strange from the movie. Their DS bust looks amazing. Yeah, that would be awesome. I can see them absolutely doing that. They've been releasing a lot of 1/4 scale lately. Board Cube 1 of 2, that cap from Queen Studios is amazing. Yeah, the price on him is incredible too. Incredible price. I am. I'm very interested in that. Reclaimer, I'm having a new construction person coming out soon. So hopefully we'll get some information soon about that. Yeah, Queen Studios Black Widow is awesome. What do you think of the XM Flashes 1/4 big time considering? I think they're great. I really like the switch out torsos, so I prefer the 1/4 scale over the 6 scale. Daniel Bell, baby, right here. Daniel Bell, absolutely incredible. Yeah, definitely watch it tomorrow, Ben, if you have HBO Max. Morbius, haven't heard good things. Do you like how we are seeing the world's greatest detective Batman is doing his detective work? Heck yeah. I love detective stuff. Arrow El Mastro says, hey, Chris, by any chance, have you heard on any news of the Prime 1 Talon? I have not heard anything. I check daily to see if the ES has been updated, and there's been nothing. Nothing. So that does worry me constantly. But I'm still optimistic they'll make him. What villains do you think the director is going to introduce in a sequel? I think Mr. Freeze absolutely is a possibility. Court of Owls would probably be my number one that I would like to see. It just fits so well in that world. But I don't know. I would really like to see Freeze. First free, yeah. Thank you very much, Lane. I appreciate that. First freeze frame of the day. Yes. I don't know. My internet's still not good, so I'm sure the image is bad for you guys. I apologize. I don't know what's going on. I'm plugged into the wall, so who knows? Maybe if I reset. Of course, I can't reset during the show, so I'm sorry. I wonder if Prime 1 would do a statue similar to XM Studios' Batman Sanity. I actually mentioned that in the group that I would love. There was this great image of Lee Bermejo where Batman is fighting all the villains. Like, how great would that be if Prime 1 made that in kind of like a Sanity form? I think that would be amazing. So anyway. Let's see. Yes, the Sideshow maquette. Yeah, I think I like the original I like. But the newer one, I just feel like it's super underscaled. XM has teased like a full-sized one, which I can't even imagine how expensive that would be. If you had like a little teeny tiny Silver Surfer lane, I think you'd be okay, which is what they should have done. They should have absolutely done the maquette and then done a little tiny Silver Surfer as the proximity piece. That would have made sense. I don't have any to give away for free, but hopefully, actually we do here soon. We're giving away that Catwoman. So good luck to you. XM purple suit. Oh, if I had to choose, I'd go Punchline 100%. But they're both really good. Batkid Beyond says, I'd like to ask your thoughts on the JND statues, the why and why not of why you haven't gone for one. I think that they are very cool. I feel like they are way overpriced. I do not feel like the likenesses have been great. I think the Catwoman one is good. I think the Bruce Wayne has been pretty good, although he looks a little old. I just think the silicone, they haven't, to me, mastered the silicone yet. I don't think the Margot Robbie one looks like her at all. The body is phenomenal, but it doesn't look like Margot Robbie to me. The Joker doesn't look like Joker to me. Some people swear by them. Somebody posted the other day, like, this is the greatest Joker I've ever seen. It looks just like him. Like, I don't think it does. I think the Queen Studios is phenomenal. Prime 1 is very good. So I just feel like JND is overpriced for me, and I don't feel like they've proven it enough for me for that price. Where you can get things that look better to me for cheaper, if that makes sense. I'm still rooting for JND. I'm still very much in their corner. I want them to be successful. I want them to succeed, but I think that they are still new and they're still figuring things out. Yeah, there you go, Lane. Yeah, so I guess I don't know if I was frozen, like I don't know. Kevin, hey Chris, so what are your thoughts on the module case? Do you prefer a more open display or closed? I prefer an open display. I think module case is very, very good. They're expensive though, and they take a long time to get in hand. So I've seen a lot of other collectors. I say this before, I think I was one of the first collectors on YouTube to do garage shelving. And a lot of people since have taken that garage shelving like I did and wrapped it in wood or wrapped it in something to give it that module case look. So you can absolutely do that for a lot cheaper. I mean, you can go to Walmart for $70 and buy a garage shelf. It's going to hold hundreds of pounds of weight. And so that is what I recommend. Module case is still great. But I think you can still achieve something similar by doing it yourself. Daniel T, if you had to choose Dark Knight, Sideshow Dark Knight versus XM Dark Knight, or wait for XM Classic reveal. Personally, I like the Sideshow one better than the XM one. I'm assuming you're talking about the Dark Knight Returns. I do really like that one. I don't like Dark Knight Returns. It's not my favorite storyline. I don't love the art, although I do think that statue is really great. I think it's creative with the lightning bolt. Of course, Daniel Bell was involved in that. And so I'm a big fan of that piece. I don't know if it'll end up in the cave, but I do prefer that one. Spider, happy Easter to you. Thank you for being here. What are your thoughts on the Discovery merger with them talking about DC Entertainment making some changes? Yeah, I mean, I think they're going to make major changes. I think absolutely you're going to see total changes at Warner Brothers. I think it's going to be a good thing. I feel like for the most part, DC has been really stagnant. There is no real direction. And they're wanting that. They're wanting a Kevin Feige type person. They're wanting that creative director that's going to, see out a universe. And I like that. I think it's great. I don't think I still hope they have their offshoots like the Joker movie, but I don't know. I'm very optimistic. I hope it's a good thing. I don't do anime. I've never been into anime. I wouldn't even know where to start. Not John Cena. That was another one I didn't mention. Their Wonder Woman is probably their best one to date. I think she's phenomenal. Batkid Beyond, would you buy a JND if they came out with your Grail statue, your dream and most wanted? Yeah, I mean, I'm not opposed to buying them at all. They're just going to have to wow me. They're going to have to wow me at the price point. They're going to have to wow me at the end product. And again, they've put out 4 or 5 And I do think that they're getting better with each piece. So I don't know who I would want them to do. It'd probably be a newer, updated Ledger Joker, because that's really the only movie pieces I collect. I don't know if they did like a quarter scale, like Alfred from The Dark Knight or something like that, Gordon. I'd be tempted because no one's ever done them. So I would be tempted. Building a custom shelf for my Prime 1 Bane based off on your video. Thank you. Absolutely. And, you know, I had to build a shelf. I mean, I built that shelf over there specifically for Bane because he's so massive. And that's the problem with these is these third scales, you have to be very creative and you have to have some space that will accommodate these things. I'm going to have to do the same thing with my Batman versus Joker diorama. I'm going to have to do the exact same thing. I'm going to have to create something unique and special. I have been looking at the Bat Bunker again, trying to figure out if that space could work, what it would take to, again, that's going to be something I ask is like, how much would it cost to add heating and cooling in that room? Whether I'm going to leave it bare concrete or we're actually going to finish the room with drywall. I don't know. So I've got some thinking to do, but again, all of that comes down to what are the shelves going to look like for these things? Carlos, happy Easter, everyone. I finally opened a Facebook. Thank you for adding me to the group. So yeah, thank you very much, Carlos. Appreciate it. I remember your name from the group, so thanks for being here. I feel terrible for that person that got scammed on those JND pieces. Yeah, I mean, that was the video I did yesterday, and I just feel so bad. And like, you know, a lot of people were saying, well, you know, they're partially to blame for buying it because they didn't do research or they're naive, they're gullible. And I get that, but also I think it's unfair to say because there's so many people that are new to the hobby that don't understand what these things run. You know, if you see something like, you know, hey, I'm a young dad. I've got kids at home and they play with these figures and like, look how great these figures look for $50. They don't know they're $2,000. And so people like that are going to fall for it. So again, I just feel like it's important that we talk about it, that we try to expose it as much as we can. We're never going to stop it, but hopefully people will not fall for it. Davis, with the world mostly opening back up, do you think the 2 to 3 year delays from Prime 1, for example, for your new Harley, along with Katana and Talon are in the past? I do. I think that with things opening up, although overseas, there's still a lot of countries that are very tightened up. You know, if they have one case, everything shuts down in the entire country. So, you know, in the United States, we're back to normal for the most part. You know, you can wear masks if you want to. I'm a little worried, you know, with some of the numbers going to shoot back up again. I think that's going to happen. But again, I think people are kind of over it. I was somebody that was like super careful and super, you know, overly protective, I guess, during the majority of the pandemic. But I think that with things opening up for sure, hopefully things will get moving again. Prime 1 was typically 2-year wait. So I'm hoping that we'll get back to that at least. We'll see. Chris and Logan in the house. Happy Easter to you guys. Arkham Origins with Logan. He's doing, oh, that's great. Arkham, I haven't played that one in a while, but that's awesome. Queen is better than JND. Well, right now, personally, I agree with that. I think that what they are putting out is superior, just in my opinion. But again, I am rooting for JND. Yeah, Chris, I am mixed if I will do another JND. I was obsessed with the Margot Robbie Harley, but since they announced they will do a quarter scale, I might want to wait for them to do some of those scales. Who announced that? Did JND announce quarter scale? If so, I didn't know that. What he's basically saying is you're going to have more black label movies like the Joker. Better continue. Yeah, I mean, that's what I think. I would like to see that. Whether that's actually the case or not, I don't know. But we'll see. Hey, Stanley, Brotherhood member. Yes, I am going to Planet Comic-Con. I did get a 3-day press pass. So my friend and I, maybe even my son, I'm not sure. We will be going to Planet Comic-Con this weekend, and we will be covering it. And we'll be doing the live reaction show from our hotel room, I'm sure. So hopefully we'll have a good connection. Jeff Morris, happy Easter to you. Hope you're doing great, sir. Of course, you'll see Jeff on Rogues Gallery on Wednesday, so join us Wednesday for our show. Yeah, I mean, it's getting harder and harder to trust people when it comes to with all these scammers. I'm assuming that's what you're talking about. My last quarter, we spent money so much for statue pieces, but we tend not to spend on display. Display is probably, I mean, that's where I'm at. I'm to the point where, okay, I've amassed a large amount of savings for statues, but I know now that I have to cut into that money for statues to build a display. Whether it's the 2 rooms, whether it's the bat bunker, I don't know, but I'm to that point where I'm like, okay, well, if I have to spend 10 grand, I'm going to accommodate these beautiful pieces of art. Critical mass in the house. Happy Easter to you. Shanghai is locked down airtight right now. So yeah, I mean, that's the problem, is that a lot of these things are coming from China. Not all, but most. And so if they're locked down, they can't leave their houses. They're not painting statues, folks. So unfortunately, that part of the world is stricter than we are other places. I've said it before, I would love to see some factories in America, but prices would skyrocket if we had factories here. And that's unfortunate. Lane Kramer. Yeah, Chris, they had one of their videos in 2023 that they will do 1/4 scale. Okay. I don't know if I saw that. So that's interesting, Lane. That would be very cool. I hope they don't do silicone, though. I hope they do sculpted. Yes, we're always planning on doing live auctions. We try to space them out. We have a pretty busy May. I've got some surprises for you guys. I've got some unbelievably amazing guests lined up for May now. So probably June, early June, I bet we'll have another one. Hey, Russell. You're just missing a hangout today, just hanging out. I've been going about 40 minutes, so thanks for being here. I like to hear that, Jeff. That's fantastic. Everybody's saying hello to Jeff. Arkham Gaming, here's a question. A lot of people have been saying the Batman is better than the Dark Knight. After you saw the movie, do you agree with that statement? I did a reaction. My wife and I did a reaction video that night. We saw it. Saw it in Manhattan, Kansas. And driving home, I said that I still prefer the Dark Knight. But if you took Ledger Joker out of that movie, then I would give it to the Batman. I like them both for very different reasons, but I do love the fact that they're both grounded in somewhat a reality, although the Batman is way more. But I don't know, if you took out the Joker is what sells it for me. I love Ledger's performance. And so I also like the first 2 acts. I don't love the 3rd act. So I don't know. That's a tough one. I'd probably still go with the Dark Knight trilogy. I like the trilogy, but we'll see. I want a Clayface statue. I hope Prime 1 shows that in their new showcase. I really want it. To be honest, I think the most likely company that we're going to get a Clayface from is Tweeterhead. I know I've talked to Chad. I know he would like to do one. And so I think there's a great chance of us getting a Clayface, potentially in quarter scale, now that they're doing quarter scale. So I don't know. I would love to see that. I don't think Prime 1 would do Clayface. Although I didn't think that they would do a massive 3rd scale Killer Croc. I am disappointed to learn that the Killer Croc versus Batman is quarter scale. I am disappointed to hear that. But that also might be my new Sideshow display. I mean, I might have Batman and Killer Croc and then all the rogues around them. So I might have a Sideshow premium format for sale soon, if anybody's interested. Jeff says, as far as not getting scammed at Pace, do your homework before buying and having some common sense. If it's too good to be true, it is. 100%, guys. And again, that's what we've been trying to do here on the show. We've been trying to like warn people, give them advice. And it changes. It changes weekly. What we used to be fine is you would hold up a piece of paper with today's date. Then people started photoshopping. So we always have to be one step ahead of the scammers. John, hey, Chris, I know it's probably been asked, but what are you hoping to see from Prime One's next level showcase? And again, this is what we're going to talk about on Rogues on Wednesday. But I did say that I would love to see the actual full reveal of Penguin. And I would love to see, I don't know. I'm gonna have to think. I'm gonna save that for Rogues. I want to think about some things. Okay. So join us Wednesday, Dylan. John. Look at it. Saw Dylan's name off to the side here. Happy Easter to you, Mike. There's Dylan. Scammers are why I mainly only buy from eBay. Yeah. I mean, if you trust people in the groups, we're trying to figure out a way to create a database of people that, you know, have good reputations. So we'll figure that out. We will see. $10,000 will be a nice Batcave. We'll see. Hoping I don't have to spend that much. Kevin, silicone durability. Sorry, the more I talk, the more my allergies kick in. So I apologize, guys. But I think that if you have your silicone in a cool environment, out of direct sunlight, I think it'll last 50 years. Do you have any collectible in your collection that's 50 years old? I don't. So I don't worry about that. Now, if it starts degrading after a month, I mean, we have Hot Toys leather capes that degrade after a year. I'd be more concerned about that. I think the silicone, as long as you protect it and you don't, you know, have a blowtorch blowing on it, I think you'll be fine. Lane, yeah, for me, the third act is what killed the Batman for me. I liked it, but after the sort of confrontation with Riddler, I didn't appreciate the third act as much as on first viewing. But the second viewing, I realized that Batman falling into the water was his rebirth. He's no longer vengeance. He is now a savior for the people. And I thought that was pretty powerful. I didn't really get it the first time. So I do appreciate the third act more now. Would I liked him to have actually fought the Riddler in the end instead of the goons? Yeah. But I like the way they did it. I don't understand why there hasn't been a third scale Batman Begins. I think that Prime One would be the company to do him and do him justice. We've seen like Batman Forever out of the blue. We've seen the Batman. I can absolutely see them doing the Batman Begins suit. I think it would be awesome. But Sideshow is doing a great quarter scale. So if the Batman versus Killer Croc is quarter scale, with the price to be at least 500 and 600, no chance. I would assume you're looking at 1,200. Easy. Even though it's quarter scale. It's 2 quarter scales together. Although Croc's only like chest up. Maybe $1,000, but I think that'd be pushing it. I don't know if the Prime One showcase is even worth getting excited for. A lot of the pieces never go up for pre-order. Daniel, I think some of it is to gauge interest. Some of it's timing. Some of it's the pandemic. Obviously, a lot of these showcases started during that. And so if they're not able to get stuff out of the factories, they're not going to keep pushing it. I think we will get these pieces. And so I think it is still exciting to get excited about. Still exciting to get excited is, yeah. But it is frustrating when the wait's so long. I'm right there with you. But I'm still excited. Evet, a new collector. How long does it normally take Prime One to announce a showcase and then actually release them for pre-order? That's the thing, is that this is kind of uncharted territory. These showcases, again, just started during the pandemic. So I don't think it'll always be like this. But they did tease the Penguin 4 shows ago, and now they're teasing the Penguin again. Although more of a kind of like a Batman Returns. I mean, the way they have the cemetery and the black umbrella, I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do. Daniel, at this point, he's one of my number one ones. I would love a Clayface. Yeah, we talked about Antoine Wu earlier and how somebody acted as him, basically. So, yeah, just be careful. It's just getting ridiculous. Night of the Batman. Happy Easter from the UK. Great. Great. You're on time. We can join in. That's awesome. What's your next purchase? So my next purchase will likely be Punchline or the Batman from Prime 1. Those are probably my most likely purchases. Daniel says the Batman is the best Batman. There you go. Yeah, Vengeance to Batman. Yeah, it's very cool. Big Blue, if you were smart, Chris, I would use that Bat Bunker for the new cave. It's all one room. The problem is that my wife wants to put a bathroom in there. So the bathroom would be for the outside backyard for guests coming in and out. So that would shrink down the Bat Bunker. Also, if I left the Bat Bunker concrete and kind of went with an industrial look, that bathroom would be drywalled in. So I don't know how that would look. It also costs a lot to tear it apart, to add heating and cooling, and then also, where's all that stuff going to go for storage? So that's where I'm still debating. I'm not interested in Batman Beyond. That was after my days, so I don't have any connection to Batman Beyond. Yeah, I think the pose is still okay on the Sideshow piece. I think it looks good. The sculpt is phenomenal. Davis, my fingers are crossed. I want to hush Catwoman, and I want just a hush. They teased Catwoman a long time ago, so I'm very hopeful. The Dark Knight is with that's how I have it. Dark Knight, Batman, right here. I'm going to be doing a lot of payments if that's a grand. Thank God I only do payment method. Oh, are you talking about? Yeah, I mean the Killer Croc piece. I'm assuming. We'll see. They could have put the Fabok Penguin on hold so they could do a Penguin from the movie. I mean, that's possible. I don't know how many people would buy that Penguin though from the movie, unless it is the Danny DeVito Penguin. I don't know if you're talking about the Batman Penguin or not. Yeah, the Constantine piece was phenomenal, but no pre-order yet. That's the thing. If you're going to tease these, put them on pre-order within a couple months. That's when the hype is. That's when the excitement is. The Dark Knight is on the performance of Heath Ledger. Agreed. As for a true Batman movie on Detective Comics, the new Batman movie is right. I would tend to agree with that. Again, if you take Ledger out, the Batman's a better film. But you can't take him out. I want Italia. I want Italia too. I've actually considered converting like Sideshow premium formats to Italia. I create a transfer a Black Widow to her or something, but never quite works out with the accessories. But yeah, Samurai would be awesome, and I definitely want a Samurai Ra's al Ghul. If I get the Batman statue, it's going to be the Jim Lee art. Yeah, that's a great piece. I want to give a shout out to Dan Default. He's getting that piece, and he just got a beautiful print of that from Jim Lee with a with the sketch. Congratulations, Dan. That's so awesome. I want that Joker they had with the punchline. Yes, he will be sold separately. And that's the thing is, like, I don't know why they didn't put him up for pre-order at the same time, because they are a set, but they are selling them separately. Great question. Yeah, tomorrow's it. I'm hoping to watch it with my son tomorrow. Yes, I am keeping the pre-order on the Batman, the Fabok Batman, even though I am getting the Fabok. So right now, my thought potentially could be Batman versus Joker in the middle, Fabok Batman over here, say Cheese over here, and do like a Fabok diorama kind of. So we'll see. We'll see if that works. I don't know. But right now I'm not canceling. Try it. Do you think, Chris, you might pick up any iron pieces? Not any that I've seen. I do have the Iron Studios. You know, I've got that one right there, the Joker. So we'll see. But I haven't been all that impressed with what they've been showing lately. I haven't given that up yet. I like the idea of the Bat Bunker better, but at the same time, like, it would be difficult in the Bat Bunker to space out movie and comic, you know, because basically I just have the walls and then I have the middle spaces. Whereas if I do the 2 rooms, this could be the movie room and the other room could be the Batcave or the cave with the comic stuff. So what do you guys think? Weigh in the chat here. 2 rooms? You think I should do the 2 rooms or the one big Bat Bunker? Tell me right now in the chat. What do you guys think? Have you tried mixing other IPs with your Batman collection? No. The reason why I don't is because of stress. I used to collect everything, and that stressed me out, and it also financially stressed me out. And so that's why I picked Batman. And I do a pretty damn good job of sticking to it. I'm really hoping that Tweeterhead does the green variant Ivy in 1/4. I think that there's a good chance. You know, they've talked about potentially doing the green variant. And I think it would be real smart if they did that in quarter. Because then, of course, it would go with the line. And I hope they do the same thing for that Scarecrow. They haven't said anything about Scarecrow, but I think if they do them all in quarter scale, I think a lot of collectors are going to be real happy. Waiting for that Joker on chair to be up for pre-order. Yes, that should be up. I'm hearing maybe May-ish, June, somewhere in there, maybe. So we'll see. We'll see. I'm going to be ordering that myself. Do you know Danny DeVito that played the Penguin, praised Colin Farrell's Penguin from Batman? Yes, I did. Yeah, he did. Of course. All those actors always praise the new generation. You know, it's like passing the torch. I want to thank 93 of you watching right now. Thank you guys so very much. If you would do me a favor, please hit that like button if you haven't done so already. That does help the YouTube algorithm. So thank you guys very much. And just thanks for being with me on Easter. This is awesome. Thank you very much. Toys of Arkham, happy Easter to you as well. Slightly off topic, but I want to say you're looking healthy and well. It's only when I look at your old videos I notice a huge difference. Yeah, I mean, so I'm down close to 80 pounds, which is awesome. And it has just been life-changing. You know, I feel so much better. I was hoping my allergies would get better, but they haven't, unfortunately. But I live in Kansas. It's like the worst allergy state in the world. But, or at least the country anyway. But yeah, I feel better. It is one of the best things I've ever done. It's difficult, you know, not to be able to eat very much when you mentally want to. You know, I had steak for lunch today. Love steak, but I couldn't even finish 4 ounces. So if that gives you an idea of, you know, it's just you're limited, but it's worth it. It's worth it. You know, I just feel better. I'm able to throw the ball around with my kids without hurting as much. So that's been a blessing. So yeah, it's weird for me to go back and watch. Like if you watch some of my early stuff with my Batcave, oh my God, I was massive. And you can just tell how unhealthy. So I appreciate that very much. Davis votes for 2 rooms. Toys of Arkham, will you be getting the Sideshow Batman Begins premium format? No, I might try to review it, but it wouldn't be something that I would probably keep. But I do like it. Vote for the 2 rooms. Vote for the 2 rooms. Yeah, the Bat Bunker would be a Bat Cave. Man, everybody's 2 rooms. I'm surprised. I'm surprised you guys, because I did that Bat Bunker video and everybody's like, you should pick this one. You should pick that one. But now everybody's in here is like 2 rooms. Oh, there's a bunker. There's a 2 rooms. Did you read from Tweeterhead about the price increase for the Joker throwing pieces? Yes. And I think we had to expect that. I think we had to expect it because it is a quarter scale piece, but it is massive. I do think it'll be at least 1K, which I think is actually going to be fair because it's such a big piece. If you compare it to a quarter scale from XM or now Queen Studios, their deluxe stuff, this is a big, big piece. That big chair, the big giant base. The factory is going to charge a lot to make that. So I think that there's going to be at least $1,000 in that piece, maybe more, maybe less, maybe I'll be wrong, but I'm going to pay it because I think it's awesome. And I love what Tweeterhead's doing. A bat bunker with a display cabinet in the middle to show off some of those 360 pieces might be the way to go. So you still have the two separate pieces. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what I'm looking at too. So I don't know. Hey, Chris, what a great surprise. Happy Easter, and 2 rooms or whatever gives you more wall space. Yeah, that's the key, is more wall space. But I want it to aesthetically look good. Like, I want it to look like a high quality museum. I want it to look nice. So if I'm going to spend the money, I want it to be, I want it to be awesome. Evolution X Studios, happy Easter from Germany. Hope everything's doing great in Germany. Thanks for being here. Separate spaces. It depends if you want all the statues around you or you're happy to move room to room to see them and how you like to group your statues. So, I mean, there's definitely going to be some separation, which I like. I do like that. I just don't know. Better to keep all statues in one single place. So you're voting for the bat bunker. I ended up canceling most of the 6-scale Tweeterhead. I mean, that's the thing, is that I feel bad for Tweeterhead because I know that a lot of people did cancel. But, I mean, obviously, quarter scale is more popular. So, but quarter scale is more expensive. With 2 rooms, I would separate the collection out between the ones I love and always want to see, between the ones I'm okay with seeing occasionally. And again, my thought was this room, again, would this would be movie pieces. Maybe kind of turning this room into kind of a theater studio. Maybe put my editing desk in here. And then the other room would be comic book stuff, and my samurai. 2 rooms. I'm surprised by all the 2 rooms. I really thought you guys would like the bat bunker better. I agree. Choose the space that gives you the most wall space to use. Yeah, I mean, that's going to be the hard part. 2 rooms. Sections always make a display more interesting, which is why 2 rooms sounds better. If the bunker could be sectioned out, it might be best based on space, money, and time. You guys are bringing up some great points. Wall spaces and a centerpiece. You're right. Are you or any of the Brotherhood getting the Nightwing Hush? It's already dropped, actually. It's just not shipped from Sideshow yet. I do like that piece. I always say that I buy the heroes and then sell them. And I do. I do really like that piece. But I don't know if I like it enough to buy it. And to keep it. And it's a hassle to sell it and to ship it. So, I mean, obviously I could buy it for the channel and review it. But I just don't love doing that. I mean, I know a lot of people do, get stuff in to get the views and things like that. And it does help the channel grow. I'm not going to lie about that. That's trick of the trade. But I also really like to get stuff in that I want to keep forever. And so it's hard to justify the cost. I just picked up that XM Joker Orochi statue. Hey, great. Right. It's always the opposite finger. That one right there. There we go. That's awesome. Congratulations. Oh, and you suggested 2 rooms. Okay. If I had the Joker Orochi, I'd really want Red Hood to go with it. Yeah, I mean, they would look amazing together. Red Hood is fantastic. I'm sure that'll end up in the cave. I haven't bit the bullet on him. I did bite the bullet on Scarecrow. I have not bit the bullet on Penguin. So again, I do talk about that tomorrow in the video. So we'll see. All right, I'll answer a couple more questions before we start wrapping it up. I'll go spend some more time with my family, but we'll see if there's anybody else that has any questions. And if not, we'll say our goodbyes and hope everybody has a great Easter. While I'm waiting for a few more questions, I do want to remind you guys again, Rogues Gallery Live is Wednesday. So please make sure you join us. We have a lot of photos and stuff to look at. We'll also be giving our predictions on what we would like to see from Next Level. And then, of course, Saturday night, again, I'm going to be in Planet Comic-Con in Kansas City. So if you see me, if you're there in Planet Comic-Con in Kansas City, please do not be afraid to say hello. We'll get a picture together or something. I would love to meet as many of you out there if you're in the KC area or traveling. And so please say hi. But not in addition to that, we'll also be doing our live reaction show Saturday night. This Saturday night, kind of a week from now, 7:50 p.m. Central Standard Time, 8:50 East. Join us. It's going to be a blast. Let's see. Yeah, Red Hood could technically be a villain. Hey, Chris, if you were a bust collector and you had to choose, what rogues would you want to be done besides your Joker you have already? Are you talking about the sideshow pieces like these? Like those? I would love a Two-Face. Two-Face, I would love. I don't know if I'd want a Catwoman. Harley's been done. I think Two-Face is the number one I'd like to see. I think Clayface would be fun too. Are you getting plans for rooms before you decide so not to make a mistake? I would love to. I've kind of sketched things out, but I just don't really know. It's so hard to design something when you know that you have to accommodate these crazy shapes. It's not easy. And I don't want to simply, I don't know. I'm really struggling with how it looks. Like I really want it to look a certain way, but I just don't know how to put that on paper. It's difficult. Hey, Brad, thanks for being here, bud. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be very costly. And that's the thing is like, that's why I'm kind of stalling here because I don't want to make a mistake. I don't want to spend my money and hate it. Happy Easter, John. I do really like that piece. If one came available, I would be tempted to get it. I use Power Director. Thank you very much. That's awesome. Thank you. I really appreciate that. I'm really glad that you enjoyed it. I do like busts. I know busts aren't for everybody. As an ambassador for DC, they should get your input on future 1/3 scale from Prime Queen Studios. It's not that kind of program, I don't think. I mean, they're more of their kind of their own product line, their own merch. So I don't think that would be a thing, but it is an honor to be part of that program. Again, I'm hoping I've done 3 videos for them. I haven't been able to release them yet. So hopefully soon you'll see those videos. Happy Easter to you. Wheelchair Superhero 87. Appreciate you being here. Brother Jaka says, yeah, I know exactly what I want, but the cost would be a lot. And I'd want to do it before I moved into the space because I want them halfway into the wall. I mean, that's like the 3-bedroom room. I have a plan. I want to do a 2-tier shelf system kind of in a U shape. And then kind of this cabinet system for the quarter scales in front of the 3 windows. So I think it would look good. I don't know what I would do necessarily in the Bat Bunker. The Bat Bunker, it already has some shelving. I think I can like customize that and kind of finish it off to look really nice and put all of my samurai pieces in those coves. And then I've got all of that shelving up top that I would keep. And I could fit Sideshow premium formats in those lit up. Probably take out the cabinets underneath. And then the other long wall would be all of my 3rd scale. But then where would I put the movie stuff? Like where would those things go? Where would the Bat Bite go? That's where I feel like the 2 rooms would offer some separation to be able to accomplish some of that stuff. So again, I'm really surprised that so many people said 2-room. Jeffrey Hicks, do you think Prime 1 may do any other Batman characters besides Punchline and Joker from George and Menace? I do. I think that Prime 1 kind of likes to get their claws into an artist, George Menace or Fabok. I've seen a lot of pieces from them, Jim Lee. So they are comic book fans. Mr. J, phenomenal creative director. He loves comics. And so that's where they sink their teeth into. And so I think, yeah, absolutely. I think that Punchline, I think, is a beautiful statue. That Joker is a beautiful statue. So I would love to see more done. They also teased Ryan Brown. Phenomenal. We had him here on the channel. Haven't heard or seen anything since then. So I would love to see his Joker. I would love to see his Batman take. So we'll see. We'll see. Thank you. I'm going to try to get a YouTube channel just for videos, as Instagram and Facebook heavy compresses videos, and I want to do videos of my stuff this summer. That'd be awesome. The more the merrier, Dylan. I hope that you're successful. It is a grind. I will warn you. You have to put a lot of work into it, but it's worth it. It's worth it. Mr. Freeze, Bane, or Killer Croc's Sideshow bust. I would love a Mr. Freeze. Mr. Freeze bust with the dome would be really cool. Maybe having his gun stick up, his freeze ray. But like Warner Brothers won't let him do anything with those things. So I don't know. I don't know for sure. But Killer Croc would be cool. I think I would prefer Mr. Freeze and Killer Croc over Bane. That's awesome. Optimal viewing angle is what Sideshow would say. Cracks me up. But yeah, Black Canary, that's a great piece. Hey, Paul. Punchline or the new Harley Quinn that I just got in. I love this Harley. This Harley's something special. She's fantastic. I couldn't choose. I love them both. I'm going to get them both. Do you think Tweeterhead will reveal their 1/6 and 1/4 Batman soon? Yes. I've seen some things. So I think you're going to see him pretty soon. Definitely this year. As others. I think you'll see other characters this year as well. The Spider. George Jimenez is an awesome artist. Agreed. I'd love to see more statues based on his artwork. His Scarecrow is nuts. And, you know, he's got that real scary with the weird, really tall, weird hat. Not necessarily my favorite Scarecrow design, but I absolutely think that it would be awesome to see more from him in statue form. Absolutely. Paul, how did you get in love with the DC? My earliest memory is I had Batman dolls. I had those Mego dolls as a kid. Loved them. I remember seeing Batman on Scooby-Doo when I was a kid. Had Joker and Penguin. That's where I fell in love with Joker. And they were always the top two villains for me, Joker and Penguin. So that's my earliest memories. I had a Batman puzzle when I was a kid too that I loved with Joker on it. Kind of that classic Joker where he's got the cane like this. I don't know. That's my earliest memories, and I fell in love with them ever since. So let's see. Lane, just wanted to ask, what did you think of the picture show of the Cyber Harley from Queen? I'm intrigued. I don't know how interested I would be, where they're kind of merging comic book with movie. Interesting concept. But I don't know. I want to see more. I mean, all that was is a render. So I don't know. I'm optimistic. I'm very excited to see what they're going to do. But time will tell. Time will tell. So anyway, I've gone over my 1 hour like I promised. And so I'm going to head out and spend some time with my family. But I hope everybody has an amazing Easter. I also want to thank you guys so very much for just tuning in on Easter Sunday. Hope you have a chance to be with your family. You know, if you are religious and you believe in Easter, you know, this is a very special day. So I hope you're able to spend time and reflect and, you know, send out positive vibes into the world. We need that more than ever in this world. You know, doing a show like this lets us escape from it for a little bit. But again, the more positive vibes that you can send out, the more kindness and helpfulness that you can send out into the world, I believe that you will get it back twofold. So continue to be kind to one another. And again, just thank you guys so very much for tuning in. Again, Rogues on Wednesday, live reaction show Saturday night. So please join us. If you're here, you're going to want to definitely be on those shows. And I've got some very, very special big announcements for the channel coming up here as well that I cannot wait. It's going to be happening in May, guys. So definitely stay tuned. And again, I will have that full coverage of Planet Comic-Con up as well next week. So that's very exciting. And again, thank you guys so very much for watching. If you haven't done so, please hit the like button. Otherwise, just thank you guys so very much for checking in. Thanks for the super chats earlier. You guys are amazing. And again, Happy Easter, everybody, from the BSC. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time right here in the Batcave. Bye, everybody.